Massively grateful today. Um, really good morning so far. Woke up, birds are chirping away. Uh, Nice way to start the day. Patience and empathy. One of the concepts that recently crossed my screen was the idea that one of the antidotes to losing patience with others, losing patience with ourselves, is really this idea of having empathy for the other, having empathy for ourselves, self compassion, self love. And that when we start to get down on ourselves, when all that negative self talk, that shaming, guilting, I'm no good kind of talk starts, that the antidote uh, is often empathy, understanding, just like you would have for a child when you're losing patience. One of the stories that I tell frequently is back in the day when I was in my psychiatric training, and we would be up all night with admissions and evaluations in the ER, all sorts of problems from people who came in intoxicated to people who came in acutely psychotic to people who just had, serious suicide attempts. That, when it was 3 or 4 in the morning and you hadn't gotten any sleep, and someone was giving you an attitude because they were, um, that the place that I had to start so that I would not become impatient was, tell me about your childhood. And as soon as people became not someone who was being obnoxious, but someone with, a childhood full of pains and turmoil and traumas, that at that point, my level of empathy went up and my ability to tolerate and to sit with someone who was suffering, and their defense mechanism was to, um, you know, push away. I was much more able to engage with that. So, thinking of the child within, thinking empathically when we're losing our patience with someone, is when we're losing patience with ourselves, right? Um, that we're nurturing that child within, we're taking care of, hand on heart, ourselves, when our tendency is to be critical, mean, and shaming towards ourselves or to others. So add a little empathy with patience. Now, tomorrow we'll talk about uh, patience and accountability, right? So I'll see you guys then. As always, thank you for your time and your attention, your most important assets. Thanks for being on this ride with me. I really, really appreciate you. See you tomorrow.